You know, we have the Housewives of New York here already, and Jill Zarin. Will you come on over here for a second? I want to talk to you because you have a teenage daughter.
I do.
I just want to come sit down.
Hi, Jill.
So tell me, what about your daughter? How do you feel about all of this? I mean, it's hard. You want to be good friends with them.
Well, I have a book coming out on advice, and we talk. My mother and I and my sister really talk a lot about this parenting, and we would think it's very important that a mother be a mother and not a friend. And I'll tell you, my two co-stars who are with me today, Luann and Kelly, are amazing mothers, and I have so much respect for them because they're, to me, in a way, Luann's always been a role model for me because I see how she, and even though our kids are younger, I see the way she acts to her children, and she's such a good parent. And, you know, my mother taught me to be a really good parent and not to be her friend. And as much as you want to be her friend, you can't. It's not good for her.
It just doesn't work. So what do you tell then parents, moms, how to bond with their daughters?
Okay, incredibly important question. Bond by being the parent, just as you've said, Jill, cooking classes, book groups, take a walk in the park, have dinner together, discuss adolescent issues, but do not be and join in being an adolescent. You know, it is wonderful to connect, but connect as the grown-up empathically. Sure, you want to talk about adolescent turmoil. It's on the tip of their tongues, but they're really longing for control. They want a parent.
One of my tips for myself and for my friends is to sit on the bed. Because if you sit on the bed long enough, they're going to talk.
That's sort of like the car.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you've got your daughter. With my 19-year-old,
it doesn't have to be a daughter. I mean, it's a little sexist. It's a son too.
That's a very wonderful point.
Exactly. So, what kinds of activities do you do with your daughter?
I do. Like last weekend, we went to the Museum of Modern Art to see the Tim Burton exhibit and to talk about art, and we connect through things that she likes to do. She loves photography. We go to photography museums. So we do a lot of that. And just eating, you know, eating together, cooking together, anything to bond. But really, just being home, just being there.
You guys are both very beautiful women. You've got great bodies. You wear beautiful clothing. You have wonderful hairstyles, lots of beautiful makeup, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, you're making me. My head's swelling.
Okay, but how do
you do this daily?
But with a kid, I mean, and a daughter particularly, how do you? You don't want him to grow up too fast, and you don't want to make the beauty part of it be too important.
Well,
it's hard.
It's very hard, Jane, because you know I too, like Jill, have adolescents, and they do aspire to this sort of precocious behavior that we all know can be extremely dangerous. So we want to limit that, and they want to wear our clothes, and they want to play with our things, but it needs to be kept within reason, and they have to understand that's mom's. That's special. That's just
I'm a
for
little
tonight.
Guilty. She does
I need it back in the morning.
She does take my stuff, and you know what? As long as it gets put back, I'm okay.
And as long as she's not wearing
you have to know your kid, and you have to know the boundaries, and you know whether she's earned it. She's such a good kid, and she's such a good student, and she's such a good role model, and she does so much. So on that kind of thing, I share a lot of my stuff.
But that's where each parent
I try to borrow her clothes.
That's where each parent needs to know their own child. That brings up a critical point, Jill.
Yeah. Thank you, Betsy.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, Jill.
You're so happy. I am.